Hello everyone, James is here. Welcome again to Easy English Talks podcast. If you want to watch this video faster or slower, you can adjust the playback speed.
Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we have a very important and exciting topic, how to pass your English test easily. Yes, easily.
That's right. Many students think English tests are scary, stressful, and difficult. But the truth is, with the right strategy, you can pass your English test without panic.
Exactly. And today we will talk step by step in a very simple way so you can understand everything and use it in your real life.
And don't worry, we will also share practical examples, funny moments, and useful tips.
Yes, and maybe a few small jokes too, because learning English should be fun, not boring.
Okay, let's start with a simple question. Why do students fail English tests?
Good question. I think one big reason is lack of preparation. Many students wait until the last day.
Yes, the famous "I will study tomorrow" plan.
Yes, but tomorrow is always busy, right?
Always. So here's tip number 1. Start early and study a little every day.
Exactly. You don't need to study 5 hours in one day. That's too much. Instead, study 20 to 30 minutes daily.
For example, you can learn 5 new words every day. Let's try. Word 1, improve.
Sentence, I want to improve my English.
Perfect. Word 2, practice.
I practice English every day.
Very good. You see? Simple and effective.
And after 1 week, you will know many new words. This builds your confidence.
Now let's talk about tip number 2, practice all skills.
Yes, English is not only grammar. You also need listening, reading, writing, and speaking.
Many students make this mistake. They study grammar all day, but when they hear English, nothing.
Yes, they hear something like, "Good morning, how are you?" And they think, wait, what language is this?
Yes, exactly. So you need to train your ears. Listen to English every day.
You can listen to podcasts, YouTube videos, or even simple conversations.
And don't worry if you don't understand everything. That's normal.
Yes, focus on keywords. For example, if you hear, "I went to the store yesterday," maybe you only understand store and yesterday. That's okay.
Now, speaking practice. This is very important.
Many students are shy. They don't want to speak because they are afraid of mistakes.
But mistakes are part of learning.
Exactly. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes.
You can practice speaking alone. Yes, alone.
For example, you can say, "Today I woke up at 7 o'clock. I drank coffee. I watched TV."
Simple sentences, but very helpful.
You can also talk about your plans. "Tomorrow I will study English. I will go to work."
Great practice. Now let's move to tip number 3. Understand the test format.
This is very important. Every test is different. Some tests have multiple choice questions, some have writing, some have speaking.
If you know the format, you feel more relaxed. No surprises.
Imagine going to a test and thinking, "Oh no, I didn't know there is a speaking part."
That's a bad surprise.
Yes, so always check the test structure before the exam.
Now tip number 4, time management.
Many students fail not because they don't know the answers, but because they don't manage time well.
Exactly. They spend too much time on one question.
If a question is difficult, skip it and come back later.
Think like this. Easy questions first, difficult questions later.
That's a smart strategy.
Now, tip number 5, learn from your mistakes.
Yes, this is very important.
For example, many students forget to add S in third person. He go instead of he goes.
Or they confuse in, on, and at.
So write your mistakes in a notebook, review them, learn them.
Over time, you will improve a lot.
Now let's talk about confidence.
Confidence is very powerful. If you believe in yourself, you perform better.
But many students think, my English is bad.
Yes, and this thought makes them nervous.
Instead, say, my English is improving.
That's a positive mindset.
Now let's talk about exam day. What should you do?
First, sleep well. Don't study all night.
Your brain needs rest.
Second, eat something light.
Not too much sugar. You don't want to feel sleepy.
Third, arrive early.
Yes, don't run like you're in a movie.
Yes, calm and relaxed is better.
Now, during the test, read instructions carefully.
Very important. Sometimes students lose points because they don't read instructions.
For example, write 2 sentences, but the student writes 1.
That's an easy mistake to avoid.
Now let's talk about listening tests in detail.
Before the audio starts, read the questions.
This helps you know what to listen for.
And remember, you don't need to understand every word.
Focus on keywords like numbers, dates, and names.
If you miss something, don't panic. Move on.
Now, reading tests.
First, read the questions, then read the text.
Look for keywords.
Don't translate everything into your language. That takes too much time.
Good point.
Now, writing tests.
Keep your sentences simple and clear.
Don't try to impress with very difficult grammar.
Yes, simple and correct is better than complex and incorrect.
For example, I like learning English because it is useful.
Perfect sentence.
Now, speaking tests.
Many students feel nervous.
But remember, the examiner is not your enemy.
Yes, they want you to succeed.
Speak slowly and clearly.
If you don't understand, say, "Can you repeat, please?"
That's a great sentence to remember.
Now let's talk about building a daily study routine.
Yes, this is very important for long-term success.
For example, you can create a simple plan.
Monday, vocabulary. Tuesday, listening. Wednesday, speaking. Thursday, reading. Friday, writing.
And weekend, review everything.
That's a balanced plan.
Now let's talk about motivation.
Sometimes students feel tired or lazy.
Yes, they say, "I don't want to study today."
That's normal, but you need discipline.
Even 10 minutes is better than 0.
Exactly. Small steps every day.
Now let's share a small story.
Oh, I like stories.
A student studied English 15 minutes every day for 3 months.
That's not a lot of time.
Yes, but after 3 months, the student improved a lot and passed the test.
That shows consistency is powerful.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about common fears.
Many students fear speaking.
Yes, they think people will laugh at them.
But most people don't care. They respect your effort.
Yes, learning a language is brave.
Very true.
Now let's do a quick review of all tips.
Study every day.
Practice all skills.
Understand the test format.
Manage your time well.
Learn from your mistakes.
Stay confident.
Prepare well for exam day.
And stay calm during the test.
Passing your English test is possible.
Yes, 100% possible.
You don't need to be perfect.
You just need to be prepared.
And believe in yourself.
Exactly.
That's all for today's episode.
We hope this long and detailed guide helps you succeed.
Don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your friends. Bye, and see you next time. Bye-bye.